Hey, everybody!
Whatever you do, do it good. Whatever you do, Lord, do it good. All right. It's not what you look like when you're doing what you're doing. It's what you're doing when you're doing what you look like you're doing. Express yourself. Express yourself. You're doing it on the moon, y'all. In the jungle, too. Everybody on the floor now. Dropping like a kangaroo. So let the horn do the thing they do, y'all. Some people have everything, and other people don't. But everything don't mean a thing. If it ain't everything you want, express yourself. Express yourself. I'll do it. I'll do it. Do it to it. Go and do it. Y'all do it. Yeah. Express yourself. Express yourself.
Okay, let's do it. I hope everybody is doing awesome tonight. Guess who's coming on camera? Yay! So I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. If you are brand new and you don't know who I am, my name is Monica, and I'm one of the success coaches here with SSM. I've been a part of this platform now since July 23rd of 2020. And I don't say this to brag. I say this as an inspiration to anybody that's newer to the platform. I am just at 20,000. I think I'm going to make it this week because I had somebody actually reach out for my link and say that they were joining today or tomorrow. So officially right now I'm at $19,925, but I'm hoping by tomorrow, not hoping, I know by tomorrow, I'm going to be at $20,000 US in the last 9.5 months. So the reason I share that, I promise you, I'm not sharing it to brag. I am sharing it because this platform works. When you follow the system and you follow the strategies and you're patient and you do it from a heartfelt place and don't chase the money comes to you. It's just a fact. So before I even get into the whole thing that I'm going to be talking about today, I have spent the last 3 days with Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosis, and a whole bunch of other folks that have been coming on, teaching us little bits and pieces about social media, mindset, really, truly figuring out our niche in the world. And I was thinking about it today. because I did upgrade and do the VIP. So I get a little bit of extra on the back end. And I was sitting there during the VIP today, and how do you make that work when you're not quite ready to create your own business or um, your own platform or whatever and sell it? How do you then take that and bring it into this online space, this gift that we have? And it truly is. If Tell me if you're guilty of this. When you're putting up a post, you're hoping that everybody on your Facebook sees it. Everybody. Drop a one in the chat if you're guilty of that. We're all guilty of it because we think, oh, okay, more eyes on us, more eyes on us. But are they the right eyeballs? Is it the niche that's going to connect with you with that know, like, trust factor that is going to have them reaching out to you for your link? And that's truly what you want to learn when you're here. The whole purpose of branding yourself is so that you can find those same type of people. Like it's about, if you're marketing to yourself, what do you want to see? If you're sharing SSM with someone else, what would you want to see that would make you look at that and go, ooh, I like that. I want to take a look at it. I know for myself, I don't like people spamming me their links. Does anybody like that? Does anybody out there like that? Does anybody like the fake conversations, like you haven't heard from somebody and all of a sudden they're like, how's your family holding up in COVID? How many of you get those messages? Because I sure do. And I'm like, what script is this? It's terrible. It feels icky. It feels yucky. And and even when you're kind and you say no thank you, they feel the need to prove you wrong or whatever. And it's like, a lot of times I can turn it around and just say, hey, if you never want to have to send these kinds of messages and you want to take a look at what I'm doing, take a look at my wall, look at my engagement. You got 7 people liking your crap. I've got 207. Like, there's a different, I don't say it quite like that, of course, but you guys know what I mean, right? And I agree, it's disgusting. It's repulsive. It's disgusting. It's like, how do you stop them? But I think that when it comes down to people's egos, maybe at one time those tactics worked for them. And instead of opening up their mind and getting out of their own way and learning the new strategies of the world, and what Amanda is teaching us here and has taught us, and the ones that are implementing it the right way and stay coachable, you will have long-term success. Regardless of if you take this and you move it into another platform that you're going to work on in the future, whether you're just solely 100% all in with SSM and you think that this is the best thing and you want to just share, either or. This is about, like, the strategies that we learn here are what, like, Dean Graziosos and Russell Branson and all of those guys teach as well. We were lucky enough to find it at a price that makes sense to the average person, because those guys' platforms are not $125 to get in the door and get the basics of how to brand yourself. So who here is brand spanking new? Can you drop a 1 in the comments for me? The first real, yeah, absolutely. Welcome, Jenny. Jenny, how long have you been in? Annie K, how long have you been in, guys? Ladies, I shouldn't call you guys. Have you been on one of these sessions before or no? I'll just wait for the responses. Oh, okay. Okay. So 2 weeks, and yes, you have. Okay. So we've got 1 yes and 1 no. So what I'll do today then is I will quickly go through some of the basics of the basics after I talk about Facebook stories and stuff, because Facebook stories are powerful. If you follow the steps in your back office, the 1 through 9 to start with. You get everything set up, and then you dive into the bronze trainings and you peel back the layers of that 30 hours of training, and you just gradually peel it back and implement, peel it back, implement, peel it back, implement. You will have success here. It's impossible to not have success. I'm not just talking financial success. I'm talking about success in engagement. I know that there is a young lady on here. I'm pretty sure I saw her come in. Carmen, where are you, Carmen? Are you on here? Carmen is phenomenal. There she is, Carmen Becker. She's phenomenal for celebrating her successes and sharing her successes, whether it's her engagement successes, whether it is she just hit 5,000 friends and she's super stoked over that. These are the kinds of things that you want to be sharing with people, because that is the knowledge. That is what we're learning here. And so if you're too shy to be bragging about your success, that's not going to help you be successful. You have to be able to share it in a thoughtful way where it doesn't offend people. And I'm not saying put up 5 posts a day saying, look at me, I'm making all this money, look at me, look at all my engagement and everything else. We're talking about 1 post minimum 5 days a week, and a combination of the motivation, the lifestyle, the successes, the proof posts, all of that. I've actually started to steer away now a little bit from actually doing proof posts on my page. And the reason why is because I'm a little freaked out with getting my Facebook account shut down. And I didn't know if somebody was reporting those posts on me or what. So I figured, you know what, to protect myself, I'm going to only really talk about the business in my storylines, right? Now, if you look at my Facebook page, though, I still drop little things that tie in about business. I'm just not sharing actual proof on my page. I share it in my stories. So, how many people are using their storylines daily, every single day? Great, 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 great. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, thank you. So, let me ask you this. I'm gonna show you guys something really quick here. Actually, I can show it on here. I don't know if I'll be able to come across one. Maybe I should find one on my phone first. Okay, so just give me 1 second. Okay. So there is so many different ways to build stories, right? And if you're using the app, which is what I'm going to teach you guys a little bit about today, and I'm not going to go into every different feature of how to build a story and everything else. I just want to give you a few things to maybe implement into your stories that will help get more views on them. And so I'm going to start with Sydney, just because I know Sydney, and she's built an entire thing. She's also got some music on there. Oh, they're going too fast. That doesn't work on here. Hold on. Let me try it on my phone instead. So Rhonda's on her way. She's headed to, where is that? What's that island in the States outside of Boston? New Hampshire? Is that a place? Let me see. I'm gonna see if anybody in the chat knows. No, not New Jersey. It's an island. New Hampshire? No. Anybody? Nantucket. That's it. Nantucket. She's on her way to Nantucket today with her brother. They're going on a getaway. So, okay, my whole point is you can put up a post and have, if you do it from your computer, the only thing you're going to be able to do is create either a photo story or a text story. You're not going to be able to add music and do all the fun dancing things and everything else. How many people are only doing that right now? Like you're picking a photo from your photo album and that's what you're putting as your storyline. So Letty's doing that. You're doing both. Victoria, Kim's doing that. You do both. I do both. I do both. Okay. So the biggest difference when you're doing this, like just this, that is going to go by like that. There's nothing that will keep it on the screen long enough for anybody to really look at it. And it's the same with the people. I don't know if you guys have friends like this, but I have friends that put like 20 stories, like they pile them, and you can see this little tiny thing where there's like tons and tons of them, and they're expecting people to click through them, right? That's not me. And I don't think that I'm anybody different. I literally will love on that one, go to the next person, love on theirs, next person, love on the first story I see. One, maybe two will get through me. But I ain't gonna sit there and just look at all your 25 posts that you've done in a day. That's your content for a month. You could be using that over an entire month, and you're using it all up in one day. So the chances are you're spending a lot of time on that. You want to do 1 or 2 stories per day. That's it. That's it. You don't need to do more than that. Nobody will see them otherwise. And especially if you're piling them up and you're loading them within a 15-minute span and you're thinking, okay, I'm good. And I had one lady that actually thought that if she did it on the Monday, they would run through the whole week for her. And I was like, no, those 7 you loaded up, they're all gone in a blink. They're all gone within 10 minutes of the time that you loaded them, the first one to the last one. She's like, ah, dang, right? The other thing I want to talk about, just who's afraid of doing Facebook Lives? Yes, no? Carol, Roseanne, Lisa, Stephanie, Letty. Oh, we got a whole bunch of you. You want to know the most best way to get over that fear? The lovely Facebook app and your stories. Can you guys see this? Can you see that clearly? Sort of clearly? If you scroll over here, whoops, where am I going? What am I doing? Hold, please. I gotta find it now. Oh, there we go. So if you go to Boomerang, so you're over here and you got text, music, you hit Boomerang and you click normal, that'll just be a normal video. 20 seconds. Don't forget to change. There's the little camera around here. You want to flip it so that it's yourself. Whoops, I hit super zoom there. Let me see here. You want to make sure that it's on selfie. So you're looking at yourself, and it's a 20-second video. That's it. That's the best way to get over your fears. Can you talk about something for 20 seconds? 20 seconds, Lisa. Can you do it? Right. Oh, the problem is the topic. You can't think of something for 20 seconds to talk about? Anything. A book you read, a show you watched, the fact that you went out for a great walk today, that you just learned something new about Facebook stories on a Zoom you were on. You have been learning incredible new material with your new platform that you just joined. Whatever you want to say, it's 20 seconds. 20. And that will I had 3 or 4 people that I actually did a bit of a challenge. They went 20 seconds every single day. They're now doing Facebook Lives at least twice a week for 5-10 minutes. That's powerful stuff, guys. That gets you over your fear of being in front of the camera. And you do have something to talk about. Some of the most interesting people that I come across with their Facebook Lives are people that thought that they had nothing to talk about. And meanwhile, I'm like, oh my God, I love their little tips and tricks about cooking or sewing or crafting. Or I learned how to make a wreath out of ribbons the other day. Not that I'm ever going to do it, but I was so fascinated because she was so excited about these damn ribbon wreath things for her front doors that she was making for everybody. I sat there and watched the whole dang thing. I'm not going to do it, but I thought it was super cool. And she was passionate about it. So, anyway, so I digress a little bit. So, that is how the whole video thing works. When you are building a story, all you have to do, so if you go into the Facebook group and you go under guides, you will see at the bottom, you're going to see webinar banners, and then you're going to see just regular banners that you can use in your stories every day. Because who here wants to earn money? Anybody? One in the yes, no, me. All of you would think we all do want to make money. But how are you going to make money if you're not advertising? Who's going to know you're doing business? Who's going to know the open sign is on your business? Who's going to walk in your door? Nobody, unless you do some strategic things. Now, I am not saying jump into people's inboxes, but something simple in your storyline. I'll tell, I swear to God, you guys, I get at least 2 or 3 people that ask me for my link every single day. Every single day. And the reason why, and it comes from my stories. Very rare does it come from what's on my timeline. It comes from my storylines. So my storylines are always fun though. I build them to be fun. So I'm going to build one right now. And so I saved a few pictures here from in the Facebook group, these 3. So I'm going to use this one right now because this one is not a webinar one, right? This is just one of the regular banners that you can use. So you could just put that up, hit share to story. Somebody might look at it, might throw a love on it, right? But what if, hold on. Hold on. Do. In literally 2 minutes, that's a whole new ad. What are the chances somebody might stop and look at this over just the picture? You guys see that? It's not very clear, is it? I'm sorry, guys. I got money falling. I got money music in the background. And I'm going to hit share to story. So there's 2 reasons why you want to put those kinds of graphics. And I'll show you how in just a second. 2 reasons. If you add music, it stays on the screen longer. Okay. If you add more of those little graphics and stuff, it stays on the screen longer. So if you just have the picture, it's there and it's gone in an instant. Like I don't even think it's 10 seconds. But when you build a story with those multiple facets to it, it's going to stay up longer. So somebody's staring at it for an extra couple of seconds than what they would normally. And the whole purpose is subliminal messaging, right? It's advertising. And I don't know about everybody else, but ads on TV Like now we kind of fast forward through them and everything else. But back in the day when we were watching ads on TV, what were the most catchy ones? The ones with the music, the ones with somebody jumping out and dancing. It wasn't just a picture on the screen, just a picture, nothing else, just a picture. No. What does McDonald's do? They build a Big Mac. Oh, and the special sauce and the lettuce and the cheese and the pickles and the this and ooh, doesn't it look good? And then you get to the store and it's upside down and it's all a mess and it's slopping out the side and there's lettuce hanging out. There might be a straight chicken nugget in your box, but that advertisement got you there, right? So, does any of this make sense right now? And I'm going to show you guys how to do this. I'm going to show you guys how to do this. Okay. So it is as simple as I'm going to tell you a big secret here. You guys can't tell anybody else in SSM that didn't show up, okay? This is a big secret. You have to play with the app. You got to push all the buttons to find the stuff. Now I'm going to show you a couple, but you literally, whatever comes to mind, like I love creating these stories. When I figured it out, I was like, oh, I love this because I kind of feel like I have to be, prim and proper on my timeline now, the odd joke and stuff, but on here, I can be whoever I want. I can leverage my business however I want. I can make it fun. I can make it dancing. I can make it, I've done just Friday dance parties on my storyline. And all I do is a bunch of gifs of people dancing and put a funky song and a disco ball. And people love that kind of stuff. Friday dance break. Like it's fun, right? So when you so you're going to go to create on your picture, right? It says create. Okay. We're going to use this which one are we going to do? Let's do this one right here. The Pamela Anderson one, okay? Spammy Pamela Anderson. So give me some ideas right now. Looking at this, what kind of graphics should go? What would you think of that would go really fun with this? Are you tired of doing the spammy messages? I'm tired of receiving them. So what kinds of ideas do you guys have? I've got some. Pam Anderson gif? The only thing I could find was Baywatch, actually. I did look for one. But what about the tired? Somebody tired. Let's find tired. Okay. Yeah. Over it, yawning. Now, where did I find that? I'll show you right now. Right at the top here. You see the little sticker? Whoops. I clicked the wrong thing. You see that little thing at the very top there? You're going to click on that. That's going to bring up stickers, GIFs, and emojis. There is every kind of GIF you can possibly imagine. So it's up to you to use your own imagination. So if you don't want to use a GIF and you want to use a sticker, you can use your own little Bitmoji guy avatar things that Facebook supplies to you. I use those sometimes. This is also where you find the music. Music is right. God, that glare is terrible, hey? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see this. Can you see that? Kind of, sort of. Okay, so it shows stickers, and then in a line it says location, donate, poll, or music. So when you click music, any music you can think of, you can put in the song for. Any music. Okay? So then over here, this is another fun trick that I just figured out not too long ago. This middle circle here, right next to where it says music, this black one right here, if you click that, you can actually load in another picture or more pictures. So you can actually make a whole collage of pictures. on your storyline. So that is this button right here. So like if I wanted to, I'm bored of that, but I'm gonna add in my proof now too. And all you have to do is pinch things together, guys, and move it around however you want to move it around. Okay. So now I'm going to add music. What song should I do? Anybody have any suggestions? If you stop the screen share, your picture would be bigger. Oh, would it? We can try. Oh, that might be a good idea. Good idea. Good idea, Stephanie. Let's try that. Stop the screen share. Stop. Is my picture bigger now? Oh, is that better? Oh, for the heaven's sakes, eh? Well, I wanted to be able to go back and forth. Let me just admit these guys in. Okay. So, see, now I can't see what I'm doing, though. Type it in the chat there, Victoria. What are you saying? I'm trying to make sure. Can you guys see that? Over, over, over. Okay. So now I can't see what I'm doing, though, because I could see it on the screen before. Now I can't. Okay, so I'm going to choose some music. What are we going to do? Where is my chat gone now? It's down here. I want the chat. You can see it on, yeah, I know, but I can't see it very big. Let's see, change it to speaker view. Oh yeah, geez, I should know all this. I am on speaker view. I am on speaker view. That's what it says right there, speaker view. Double click your screen. Yeah, now I'm over here. Vanessa's on. Vanessa's looking gorgeous on my screen. I'm not sure why. Sometimes the music doesn't download. Oh, that's interesting. Mine always, yeah, you're right. There's been times, but you just have to wait. It's still you, Monica. Well, I see Vanessa's lovely face in the middle here. I'm up here. I'm up on the right-hand side. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to pick whatever song. I'm just going to click this one. I love this song. It's the that I love. So if you can see, there's actual words going through of the song. Can you guys see that? Okay. To get rid of that, you just click on it, click on the words, and you can make it into different words. Like you can make it into different text, or you can just make it small like that. And it's just like a little, let's see here. It's like a little doodad. You don't even actually have to have this on your screen. You can get rid of it just by sliding it up. Sometimes I like the words, sometimes I don't. Dance party. Dance break. Come on, Melby. Little dance break. So that's a story, right? That's an entire story. I got a little something. People are going to stop. They're going to look. They're going to love on it. If they want my link, they're going to comment. It's as easy as that. So, okay, what's this? Let me just go to the chat here. No, it's not in our back office, love. We don't put onboardings in the back office. Okay, so at the end of the day, though, my best tip to you is pull up your app and play with it. You're going to have stuff upside down. You're going to be like, oh my God. Oh my God, I just posted that. You know how easy it is to get rid of a story? Now, there's somebody on here. No, I'm not going to go back on. Just play around with it. At the top of any story, there is the 3 dots. If you want to get rid of your story, all you have to do is hit delete video. Now, there is somebody on this call. There's actually a couple people on this call right now. I need everybody to go to their stories right now. Right now. Pull up your phone, unless you're on your phone, and make sure that where it says edit privacy, what should it say? Tell me in the comments what it should say. It should say public. I can't tell you guys how many people don't have public on their stories. They have it on their main profile, but they don't have it on their stories. And the whole purpose is I've had it where 25, 30, 40 people that aren't my friends see my stories. You don't know who's watching you. You don't know. So you don't know whose eyeballs, and they might be like, oh man, I love that song too. I've reached out to people and been like, totally forgot about that song. What's going on? Start up a conversation. Right? So did any of this make sense, guys? Did this make sense? It truly is. It's about playing with the app. Don't be afraid of it. You can delete it if you don't like it. It's so powerful. If you aren't advertising and getting eyes on SSM, who is going to ask you for your link? And now that you have those visuals, all you have to do is upload them, play around with them, make them different. And that goes for the webinar banners too, guys. The webinar banners are the same. Like, liven it up. I can't tell you guys how many times I'm going through people's stories and I'm like, webinar banner, webinar banner, webinar banner, webinar banner. Just takes a couple minutes to learn the app. Play with it. It'll make a difference. So I'm going to give a shout out right now to somebody who does wicked stories, wicked stories. And that's Christine Trainer. And I know she was one of the people that reached out to me a long time ago. And I pretty much said, play with the app. That's what I told her to do. And she took the time and she played with it. And now her stories are phenomenal. She adds music, she adds some dancing people, she adds a little this, a little that. They jump out. Right? So none of us want to look cookie cutter. Would you all agree? Yeah, we all want to be different. So I'm going to ask this question right now. In one word, describe what you want to be known as. One word. Lisa says fun. Letty says coach. Positive, funny, fun. Bomb. Like bond as in like bond or what, Victoria? Or Lynn? Fun and a coach, teacher, cool, encouraging, hopepreneur. Okay, these are all awesome. So why wouldn't you build your storylines around that? Take that word that you just put in the chat, and every time you're building a story, think to yourself, is this being inspiring? Is this fun? Is this funny? Is this motivational? Is this coaching? Is like, take that word you personally want to be known for. You guys will notice if you know anything about Monica, what's she known for? What's she known for? And I bet you 5 out of 6 days of the week, is there 6 days in a week? There's 7 days in a week, isn't there? 6 out of 7 days of the week on my stories, you will see sparkles of some form. They're there. So that's what you want to find, your little niche. I have ladies reach out to me all the time. I love your sparkly stuff. How did you do that? That's what gets the tears in my eyes. That's what gets the goosies. And helping, right? Like, that's, the money will come. the more people you help. So if you start doing these killer storylines, trust me, you're going to have people asking you, how are you doing these? And you're going to turn to them and you go be like, guess what? You play with the app. I'll show you a couple things. But it's truly, I could show you everything I know, but I didn't learn it in half an hour. It took time. And then I played and I was like, oh, there's a little poll thing here you can add on. Oops, my poll looks dumb on there. Okay, delete. Let's try it again. And you can play with the colors, the music, make it you, make it fun. And I I am all about advertising business. Obviously, we're in business. But you also want to throw in a little bit about just a fun meme that you find and build a story around it. Um, or you're out for a walk at the lake or whatever, do it up and throw some crystals in the lake and make it all crystally, and some background forest music or whatever, right? And truly, truly use the video, that boomerang video thing, if you're afraid of going live. Do the 20-second videos, guys. I promise you, digital marketing is where this world is going. The people that step in front of the camera are going to be that much further ahead. You'll get there, but you eventually got to step out and step into your own greatness. You have a voice, you have something important to say, you have something you love to talk about. Christine loves her cat, Etta. And Christine used to be on Facebook Lives a lot. I know her reasons why she hasn't been lately. But Christine, I challenge you right now, my friend, do the 20-second videos again to get that confidence and that pink hair back out there. You can do it. Little things like that will make all the difference in the world to your audience. So, I know I just said a lot. Let me check out the chat. What time is it? I feel like I've been talking forever. Oh, it's only 4:45. Wow. Started using, oh, that's nice, Lisa. Fairies, attraction marketing. That's right. Make your stories. Bobby and I had a chat the other day. And Bobby is an artistic being, and I was giving her a compliment about her stories as well. But the one thing that I had said to her is, you have all this awesome creativity, but you have so many of them piled up. She's like, I never thought of that. And so if a coach reaches out to you, honestly, guys, it's just to make you a little bit better, just to level up that little bit different. I've had people reach out to me lately wondering why their engagement is so low. Why is my engagement low, Monica? Yo, I don't know. I don't know why Facebook's being like this. Are you doing all you can? I've gotten myself back into a state that, because there is times that it can feel like a job, right? You're going through, you're like, if I read one more motivational post, blah. We all have those days, right? But when you look at it from a perspective of, I'm going to put a heart and a sticker and a heart and a sticker and a heart. And this is taking me to one step closer, because maybe by me just doing another 10 minutes of this, my post is going to go to 10 more people. And one of those 10 people might potentially be a business partner for me in the future. Maybe they've never seen any of my posts before and it shows up on their wall now. Storylines, this is another thing, full disclosure too, I got to tell you about storylines. I spend at least 5 to 10 minutes just hearting people's stuff before I do mine. So does anybody keep track of like how many views and stuff and how many eyeballs are going on their stories? And what's the highest number you've ever seen of people that have viewed your story? Awesome, Dawn. Demar, oh my goodness, 800. That's amazing, Demarius. Mine's got, that's awesome, you guys. I think my max was 600. And that was a day that I actually spent quite a bit of time um, engaging on my actual storylines. Like I just sat there for a long time. I was just really enjoying them that day. And I like to get ideas from people too, right? Because I can tell you this, you won't ever come up with the brilliant new thought, right? You're using what's already there, but you can also pull ideas from different people. So as you're going through people's storylines and you get to one, you're like, oh, I like that song. I'm going to use it on mine. Didn't think of that song. Oh, haven't heard that song in a long time. Or, oh, hadn't seen that gift before. Oh, where'd they find it? Like that kind of thing. I love, love, love doing the storylines because they're fun. You do stories from 15 to 30. Wow, that's good. Absolutely. Absolutely. So if you see those good storylines, and which ones do you stop on? Do you stop on the ones that are just a picture all by itself? Or do you kind of check out the ones that have all the fun stuff? Yeah. Oh, I look at them all, but I seem to spend a little more time on the ones that have the more stuff, right? Okay. Yes. Good point. The ones where they're talking and they're putting themselves out there, so the video ones, you want to hear what they have to say. And I've got one of my friends on my Facebook page. I mean, he's a multi six-figure earner. He's got it dialed in. I mean, he is literally on his stories at least once to twice a day doing these little mini clips, right? Little mini advertisements for his business. And his is a health and wellness company. He's always like, I'm just feeling great. Just had my smoothie. Do you want to know what this smoothie's doing for me? Look at me. I'm jacked up, whatever. He's at the gym, he's doing his thing. He only does Facebook Lives maybe once a month. And this is a multi six-figure earner. So he's realized his time is better spent on this 20 seconds. He's getting more eyes on his stuff. So these are just ideas, guys. Nobody says you have to do anything that I've just said, but I challenge the ones out there that are ready to truly level up and ready to take their game to the next place. Number one, to do a little mini video for the next 7 days, do 20 seconds. Anybody could do 7 days of 20 seconds. That's 140 seconds of your life. Pick one topic. One. Pick your dog. Talk about your dog, your cat, your kids, your favorite wines, your favorite place you miss going, your favorite vacation spots. Like there's a million topics. I don't know what you're passionate about. I have no idea. That's the beauty of our training within SSM. We get to brand us, but you got to figure out who uses. Who uses? Is that even a word? Mark, stop laughing at me. I make up my own words. Taking the challenge. Awesome. Do it. Who else is doing it? Can we get 20 people? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Woohoo! Awesome. Books is another great one. Mentors, teachers, your best friend from kindergarten you're still friends with. Like there's a bagillion topics, guys. Bagillions. Talk about what you're passionate about. Mark's probably going to talk about yoga. Yoga? Yep. Uh, Dawn, I'm thinking that you might talk about how passionate you are about being a mom of a challenged son. Christine's going to talk about Miss Etta. No, I don't know what Christine's going to talk about. I don't know. Denise, what are you going to talk about? Drop it in the chat, girl. Oh, she's dancing. She's dancing. Drop in the chat. What are you guys going to talk about? You cook. That's awesome. Your shoe habit. That's amazing. Cooking. Awesome, Denise. Gardening. Rafina. That's one of my faves. I love that. I don't know what to talk about. Maybe books. Talk about your favorite books, Carol. If you've got them still on your bookshelf or whatever, pull one out each day and go, this book changed my life. You want to know why? I don't know. I loved that I solved the mystery before it ended up ending. Those are my favorite kind of books, and I figure it all out. Murder mysteries, my daughter won't even watch with me because I figure it all out. I'm a detective. Online business. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, is there any other questions right now? Or are we good? We got a lot. Better not about SSM. Exactly. Don't ever mention the words SSM. Don't bother. It's not going to help you. Then you're branding the company. This is about people getting to know you. You can absolutely, next Wednesday, though, you can absolutely say, hey, if you guys want to know how to brand yourself and start doing these kinds of videos, hit me up for my link. We've got an awesome webinar coming up tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Talk to you later. 20 seconds is not very long. It's like, very short. It's like, so you kind of want to know it because you're going to get cut off. And then you're going to be like, dang. But you can delete it. You can delete it. You don't have to leave it up if you're not feeling it. You can delete it. So I want to thank everybody. This has been a fun one tonight. And I'm sorry, I forget your name, who said that you had never been on one of these. I normally do go through a little bit of the steps of the back office and things like that. So I'm going to do one last thing just so that, let me find this. I'm just going to talk a little tiny bit. Do I have a couple minutes? Yeah, I still got a couple minutes. Just about cover photos. And so if you are brand spanking new, one of the very first things you want to accomplish is getting a professional cover photo and feature banner done. Denise, I see you going, yes, yes. Professional is the key here. This is the key. Now, we've had some people coming to us. They've gone to some designer, and I do that in quotations. And they're sending me the stuff, and they're like, can you prove this? And I'm like, you look lovely. But no, it's not a professionally done thing. The number one thing you got to think of, though, if you send them a blurry picture, they don't care. They're going to use it. They're going to use it. You need to go with a professional that's going to tell you, honestly, that picture is blurry. That's not going to work. They may send it to you, and when you get it back, and then you send it to myself or Rhonda or Agatha or Toyosi, and we're like, yeah, no, it's not going to work. Think again back to your word. What do you want to be known for? And I'm going to pull up somebody right now. I'm going to pull up somebody that's on here right now. I don't know if this is. Where are you, Dawn? Dawn, did you block me or what? I forget your last name, Dawn. Oh, there she is. I see her. There she is. Okay. Now, I think Dawn put in the chat box that she wanted to be known as being fun. Look at her cover photo. It kind of ties in. The bright colors. She's got a beautiful, sunshiny thing in the background here. She went out and had a professional photo shoot done after she got some feedback on one of our other calls. And she went for it. And she leveled up her game. So if you're looking at your cover photo right now and it doesn't match what you want to be known for, what do you think you should do? Anybody? Absolutely. Change it up. Think of your story. So, oh, what? That's an old thing. What do I want to be known for in the world? If that doesn't speak to my brand, I don't know what can. I inspire others daily to live life on their own terms. What am I telling you guys right now? Be your authentic self. Be you. Find you. In all of this chaos of social media, there's only one you. You can mimic and get ideas from other people, but you still want to be you. So, on that note, if there's no other questions, which I don't think there is, it's been a fun one. I'm going to jazz us out. In-house designer, redo our current covers if we want to up it even more, or is it only the designs listed? You know what? Send a message to admin. Send a message to admin, Jen, and ask them. There might be a bit of a surcharge. I don't know. You'd have to ask admin all that kind of stuff. So let's shake this up a little bit. What are we gonna listen to on our way out? Let's see. Uh, 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 uh. Oh, here we go. Good vibrations. Have an awesome night, everybody.